Live from Albany, this is Fox 23 News at 6.
When an emergency strikes, especially a medical emergency, are you prepared for the worst? Coming up next, a special program aimed at helping you stay on top is offering a free workshop that's sure to help ease the stress of the unknown. We're joined live by a CDPHP spokesperson next. Planning for the future can be daunting, especially when you don't know where to start or what you should have in place in case of emergency. Documents like living wills, trusts, and healthcare proxies are just some of the things you need to consider at any age, but how do you know what's right for you? Well, joining us this morning is Allie Skinner, Public Relations Manager with CDPHP. Good morning to you, Allie.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here. We're talking about something today that really affects everyone. Really doesn't matter what age you are.
Absolutely.
We're talking about living wills, healthcare proxies, trusts, things that you need to have in place for end of life. And to eliminate that stress, you probably should start early if you can.
Exactly. And that's the thing that we want to make clear. Obviously, we're expecting that the crowd that's going to show up is going to be, you know, older people, seniors. And that's ideally who we want to attract in this document fair. But really, anybody who is of legal consenting age to make their own medical decisions really should have these. Now, we know, 21-year-olds are not thinking about getting their healthcare proxies and living wills in place, but it's not unreasonable to say that they shouldn't have these documents.
Now, CDPHP has teamed up with Colony Senior Services Center, and you guys are holding a document workshop next Thursday on the 23rd, free to the public. Anyone can show up, get a lot of information, sit down with some local attorneys that, really know this stuff, are well versed in it, can really show you where to start, what's best for you. But let's talk specifically about the differences between healthcare proxies and living wills.
Yeah. Well, basically what a living will is, it's a written set of instructions of your healthcare wishes in the event that you're unable to make those decisions yourself. And that's ideal, or that's the key here. If you're unable to speak to the doctor yourself, this is what the living will says. It says, are there medical treatments that I either do or don't want? And those are the instructions. And then what a healthcare proxy is essentially is a document that assigns a spokesperson for you. They call it a healthcare agent, and that's the person who's going to speak to the doctor if you're unable to do so yourself.
A lot of times it's spouses, of course, or maybe parents or something like that. A child, especially if you're an elderly person. Right. But this, especially this workshop, people can come to this and actually get these documents issued to them and made right there.
Yeah. Now, and the important thing to point out is you can go online and you can go to cdphp.com. We have the downloads, or the documents that you can download there. But the thing about it is they're not incredibly complicated documents. I think more so they're intimidating. Nobody really wants to think about filling out a living will or a healthcare proxy, and that's why this document fair is, I think, awesome, because you can literally sit down face to face with an attorney. How often is that free to do?
Exactly.
And get free advice from them. And so not only are you going to be able to fill out your living will, fill out your healthcare proxy, walk away with it, put it in the hands of somebody that you know and trust, but you can also ask that attorney questions while you're right there on the spot. And we're also going to have attorneys speaking to topics that would be relatable to people who are going to be filling out these documents.
So again, this document fair is set for next Thursday, the 23rd. Again, it's free and open to the public. You can just show up. There's no registration required or anything like that. You can show up, and it's really a great opportunity, like you said, to sit down with knowledgeable people, experts, for free. Key here. Hundreds of dollars you can spend on that kind of stuff, and we'll be putting all of this information on our website so that you can check it out, you can go there, you can find it, and hopefully get some great documents out of this whole thing and really ease the stress. That's what we're talking about here.
Yeah, ease the stress. And one of the things that you want to point out, why is it so important to have one of these documents in place? Number one, if you're anything like me, you don't want people making decisions for you, correct? And especially when it comes to medical decisions. You would want things done the way that you want them done if you're not able to talk to the doctor. The other big part of this is that when you're in a medical situation, especially for the family, these things tend to be emotional.
Touchy, yes.
Right. And so what these documents do is they take the guessing out of the game, and they also take the burden off your family, so you're not left to wonder, what would mom or dad want?
Absolutely. Well, Allie, thank you so much for this. And again, we'll be putting all the information on our website for you to check out.